the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Centre. For Toronto, they're excited to be back out on the floor for game number 1 of the season, and I don't think anyone has doubts that they want to send a strong message tonight and tip off the new season with a win. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was not
memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, Lavoy Allen. At center, Miles Turner. At point guard, George Hill. At the other guard position, Monte Ellis. At the other forward position, Paul George. The head coach of the visiting team is Frank Vogel. And now your Toronto Raptors starting 5. Starting at power forward, at 6'9", Number 4, Luis Scola. Number 17, a big man in the middle. He's a 7-foot center from Lithuania. This is Jonas Valanciunas. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 5, Damari Carroll. And number 10, he's a 6'7" guard from USC. Ladies and gentlemen, DeMar DeRozan. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard, number 7, Kyle Lowry. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey.
We've got an electric crowd here at Toronto's Air Canada Centre. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers, Lavoy Allen out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the point. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. No good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Scola with the clean look. Second chance shot. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Hill. Turner with a screen on Lowry. Turner dishes to Allen. Pulls up, high post, and Schröder with the block. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. There's the bucket. Good.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their fourth try.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And Lowry gets it to go. And it's the Pacers with the ball.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post game. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Now, here is George. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Turner's got his second basket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here is Hill. At the elbow, it's Ellis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Lowry against Hill. Carroll kicks to Lowry. Here's the floater. Excellent D there from Allen. The Pacers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ellis with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Lowry against George. Off the screen. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. Offensive rebound. And Turner kicks to Hill. Allen passes to Ellis. It's George on the wing. Dishes it to Turner. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
Both good from the line that time. And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about, but all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yes, 3rd in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench, 1st in the NBA in bench rebounding, and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
Here's DeRozan, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Indiana leading. Outside Hill. Outside George. That one goes. Count it.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Scola, a screen on Hill. They set the pick. George against Carroll. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out, Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Outside, George. It's back to Hill. Turner with a screen on Lowry. The drive by Hill. He used that pick just right.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Patterson, he's checked in for Luis Scola. In Indiana with a change here too. Mahimi's checked in. Raptors trail by 4. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Biombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. The Pacers also changing it up. Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. And here's Carroll, looking for his first basket still in this one. Ross on the wing. Patterson, the screen. Ross kicks to Joseph. They set the screen. From deep three-point range, and it's Miles with the rebound. The Pacers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Hill kicks to Mahimi.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 2nd in free throw percentage. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. And they also showed up in the top 5 in overall offense. This team has no trouble scoring the basketball. That's the least of their concerns. They love to get it up and down and put it in the hole.
And looking back at their superb free throw percentage, it speaks volumes about their skill level and mental focus. They had very few letdowns in concentration.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for them.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight.
James Johnson's checked in for Toronto. No good on the second free throw. Toronto trailing. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now. Well, I tell you, the Raptors really were befuddled with how that series went. I mean, they just never got things going and became the first team to get swept with home court advantage in the playoffs since 2011.
And guys, you look at the Raptors last season and how they stumbled at times. You could see that they would have trouble in the postseason with the way they were constructed. I don't think anybody saw a sweep coming, but that's where it ended up being.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's the screen. Ross with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Stuckey. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Miles, that's for 2. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
I want everyone here near Canada Center in Canada to cheer on your dance band.
Checking out the numbers for Hill. A very nice season for him last year. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he'd like to put last year behind him, hoping for a much better showing this time around.
Yeah, it was a year to forget, clearly. Clean slate now, though. He just needs to stay positive.
And stolen by Patterson. Now Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ross dishes to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Patterson, the screen. 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Hill. Outside Hill. He kicks to Mahimi. Out to the wing. And here's Miles outside. The shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
Now here's Stuckey. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The 3 from Hill. The rebound by Johnson. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Joseph, shot's good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Miles. On the wing, Hill. Outside, Hill. Releases. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game. That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Schröder, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's George, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Ellis outside. Turner with the screen for Ellis. Outside Turner. Passes it to Hill. On the wing, George. Carroll covering.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Pacers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Ellis with it. There's the pick. To stop the run. Nobody near George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. And DeRozan. Here we go. Scola kicks to Carroll. 6 to shoot. Lowry from outside. And it's Lowry again missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. DeRozan leading the charge. He feeds it to Lowry. There's the dish to Carroll. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Carroll's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hill against Lowry. Outside, George. Allen, right side. And he converts the layup.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
In the last few years, the Toronto fans have made a strong case for being the loudest in the league, and Greg, you know, the Air Canada Center can sound like a 60,000 capacity crowd during the playoffs.
It is really unreal. It gives the Raptors a huge advantage here at home. Toronto and Canada will always be hockey first, but they love their Raptors here in the North.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jonas Valanciunas is second.
Well, I tell you what, this guy probably did not want the season to come to an end the way he was shooting the ball. He wanted to keep going.
Hill, he's checked in for George Hill. Raptors leading by 7.
You know, the Raptors were top 5 in attendance last season as well. I mean, fans had plenty to cheer about as the team finished with 27 home wins on the year.
Now here's Carroll. Here's DeRozan. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Ellis. Nice D from DeRozan.
And the Raptor franchise record for home wins is 30, set back in 07. And you get the feeling with the way the crowd gets into it, that record won't stand much longer.
Now here's Lowry, following the miss by Monte Ellis. 5 to shoot, lets it go from 11. That misses off the backboard. Pacers trail by 7. Kicks it to George. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Ellis. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Pass to DeRozan. There's the triple. And again, Toronto no luck.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ellis against DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Hill's got his first points of the game. Toronto leading by 5. Lowry kicks to Scola. Here's Valanciunas, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania Club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Mahimi's checked in for Turner, and it's Hill in for Allen. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development. Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Raptors.
Terrence Ross.
Ellis against Lowry. Patterson, the screen. Lowry passes to Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And the pass to Miles. On the wing, Stuckey. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pocket 4. Step back on that one and let it fly.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Patterson, the screen. Out to the wing. Here's Joseph. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed him.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
And Toronto making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference.
Now here is Hill. Pick up by Hill. Hill dishes to Miles. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Miles has got 8.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up. And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury troubles was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
And Joseph kicks to Patterson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Stuckey, how he performed last season. Averaged about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Joseph with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And there's the 3-second violation. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Raptors in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Now here is Hill. Hill sets the screen for Hill. The feed to Miles. Dishes it to Hill. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
All right now, gentlemen,
2 shots. Roof shots.
The first free throw is good. Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams. Both free throws good from Hill. Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15 and 26 on the year, and it crushed them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games, I think.
For 3, Ross. Rebound, Hill. The Pacers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Hill against Ross. Outside Hill. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Feeds to Hill. Shot from the top of the key. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
And for the Pacers, perhaps the biggest loss of the season for them was on the road. Couldn't get it done in Memphis on the final day of the season to try and get into the postseason.
Now here's Ross. He kicks to Patterson. Pass to Joseph. Hits the target from 18 feet. Joseph's got 5 points so far. The Pacers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
Well, here's a little factoid about the Pacers on the road last season, guys. They were much better shooting free throws on the road. The difference between their road and home free throw percentage was the largest positive mark in the league. That's kind of strange.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Johnson sets the screen for Ross. Patterson, the screen. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Mahinmi. Here we go, all alone. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
For Indiana, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Nine seconds left in the first half of the game. And Joseph kicks to Ross. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Those are the ingredients you need for the recipe of buzzer-beating magic.
It's all tied in Toronto. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. and an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
It will really help their cause to get to the line more. It's a close game, and every point matters. The team that usually wins a game like this is the more aggressive team, pushing the ball, taking it hard to the paint. That's the team that's going to get rewarded.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
That's going to do it for now, as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Take a look here at what Miles has been doing. He has 9 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Hill. Paul George is out there with Allen. Then it's Turner. And it's Ellis, and at the shooting guard. Now here's Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Carroll passes to Scola. From the stripe. Can't hit. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Hill against Lowry. Turner with a screen on Lowry. Here's Hill. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it roughed last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here is Lowry. Paul George making his last shot. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Scola, a screen on Allen. The baseline J. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Scola.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Ellis against DeRozan. Ellis dishes to George. Allen, right side. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Allen's got his second bucket of the night. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lowry. Good work defensively by Turner.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Hill with it. Now Valanciunas defending, and it's Hill penetrating. And the shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his bag. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Carroll. And it's good. Carroll's got 5 points so far.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your dance time.
Let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. Last year, getting it done. 10th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ellis left side. Turner with a screen for Ellis. Turner with a screen on DeRozan. Here's George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And it's 8 points here for George.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Here's Valanciunas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
Valanciunas hits them both.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants, and very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Outside, Scola. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. 5 to shoot. Lowry drives in. Pacers with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lowry against Hill. It's George on the wing. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Carroll. The Pacers pull it in. This, of course, their first chance to take a look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Outside Lowry. At the top of the key, Scola. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The drive by Lowry. Excellent D there from Hill. Pacers leading by 6. There's a good screen. Here's Ellis. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Carroll kicks to Lowry. He feeds it to DeRozan. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Ellis outside. Lets it go from 14. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. Raptors trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Second team.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. High post try. Hill, no good. Raptors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Here's DeRozan. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
DeRozan really playing well. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And it's tied up with that one.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Now, here's Mahinmi. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Miles, that's good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Raptors shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still
very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. And that's now 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Here is Miles after the made shot from Kyle Lowry, and he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Hill.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Stuckey, finished off the break. And now a 5-point Indiana lead.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And that one's good. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Hill. 7 points in the game. There's a screen. Here's Hill. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Lowry. Here's Patterson. Banked in off the glass. Patterson's got 6 points.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Hill, a screen on Lowry. The drive by Hill, and stolen by Patterson. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And he gets the bucket. And now just a 1-point Indiana lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Well, last year Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
Now, here's DeRozan. George Hill missing his last shot. And it's DeRozan missing.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Hill against DeRozan. Lets it go from 11, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
That's good. 14 points for DeMar DeRozan. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Now the dish to Mahinmi. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 3.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers out in front. They lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Johnson is out there with Schröder. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Ross in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Johnson with a screen on Hill. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Hill. 4 on the clock. to tie it up. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hill with it. Picked up by Joseph. Hill kicks to George. That 3 off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. Inside. Johnson's shot is off. Left side, George. Down low, Allen. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 6 points for Allen.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Carroll kicks to Ross. He dishes it to Joseph. Carroll passes to Ross. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers leading by 5. The drive by Hill. On the wing, George. They set the pick. And it's George again missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Scola dishes to Joseph. Down low, Johnson. Tries yet again. Hill pulls it in.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Allen, a screen on Ross. Hill kicks to Ellis. Pass to Allen. Deep 2 from Hill. Shot is no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Johnson gets the bucket.
He's been noticeably AWOL here in the 4th, absent. Only 1 make on 5 chances.
Hill kicks to George. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And it's George again missing. Raptors trail by 3. Ross with it, picked up by Ellis. Scola, a screen on George. Joseph, the pass to Scola. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Johnson against Ellis. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Joseph dishes to Scola. Again, the miss by Scola.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Now Ellis. There's the screen. Pulls it up. Scola with the rebound. Scola's got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Scola, a screen on Hill. Now here's Joseph. Kicks to Ross. Fires for 3, and he gets it to go. Hill with it. Outside, George. Toronto grabs the miss. Scola's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A chance here to get a quick injury report. We've got a chance to check on Miles Turner's status. Doris?
Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Pacers. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
All right, Doris. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Johnson. And it's DeRozan in for Terrence Ross. Here's Turner, and the pass to Ellis. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
To the middle. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got 5 assists tonight, and Indiana shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Their offense not doing their best work of late. George against Carroll. On the wing, Ellis. Lots of room. And he nails that one right through the net.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And Joseph kicks to DeRozan to take the lead. And the Raptors hit again from deep. And at Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Turner with a screen for George. Outside Turner. From downtown. George, no good.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there, but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is, keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And here is Turner. There's the feed to Hill. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Now Lowry. Outside Scola. There's a good screen. Back to Lowry. Dishes to Scola. Carroll for 3. No luck. Excellent D there from George.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Scola against Allen. And Hill has it in the corner. Knocked away. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Hill against DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Hill against Lowry. Hill passes to George. Allen left side. Outside Hill. Feeds it to Turner. Right at the free throw line. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points for Miles Turner.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that, and because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Hill against Lowry, and Turner with the block. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. It's back to Hill. 4 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Connects!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
I want everyone here near Canada Center to get on up and cheer on your dance pad.
Toronto with the ball. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. 13 feet away. No good. Excellent D there from Allen. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your dance pad.
Here's Toronto. It's a one-point game. And DeRozan. Here we go. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Nails it.
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now. They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball would do just that.
Lowry from outside. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Outside Hill. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, George Hill. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
The assists were coming fast and furious for him, man. Always sharp, crisp passes that led to easy baskets. You gotta love to see him play like that.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused and determined effort. And this effort is the biggest reason they're walking away with this win, Ernie, Kenny.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.